Hong Kong is marking the 25th anniversary of its handover to China. For more than 150 years, it was a British colony. In July 1997, Hong Kong was given to China under a one country, two systems arrangement, allowing it to keep its freedoms for 50 years. But 2014 saw the umbrella movement, mass protests for weeks after China used its powers to control who could be elected in Hong Kong, and protesters shielded themselves from tear gas and police with umbrellas. In 2019, there were even bigger demonstrations over an extradition bill as China moved to allow criminal suspects to potentially be extradited to mainland China. And then, a year later, in June 2020, a sweeping new national security law effectively banning dissent in Hong Kong as China tightened its grip. Our World Affairs editor, John Simpson, reports.
Hong Kong still seems to make the Chinese leadership nervous. When President Xi Jinping arrived by train from the mainland yesterday, he wasn't planning to stay long. He soon retreated back into China proper to spend the night, then came back again this morning. Mr. Xi told the Hong Kong people that after reuniting with the motherland, they had become masters of their own city. Hong Kong's true democracy started from there, he said. 25 years ago, when Britain handed Hong Kong back to the Chinese, it was richer per capita than Britain and was the most transparent economy in the world. The approach which China promised to follow was one country, two systems, meaning Hong Kong would be part of China but would keep its freedoms. What do you feel when you think back 25 years ago on leaving Hong Kong?
I was incredibly sad. I was quite proud of the way we left Hong Kong, but and maybe slightly a little bit deluded in thinking that the Chinese would behave properly.
Because they haven't.
Because they behaved appallingly badly.
The Chinese leadership was worried that the waves of protest in Hong Kong might spread to the mainland. Under Hong Kong's draconian national security law, more than 200 politicians, journalists and lawyers are now in jail. Yes. Nathan Law, a leading opposition figure, is an exile in Britain.
We're talking about a whole civil society being demolished in 1.5 years, but the speed of it was incredible, and people were so upset about it.
Now Hong Kong is changing right in front of our eyes. The famous skyline may look the same, but hundreds of thousands of people have left, and they're often the best and brightest. China doesn't mind. It would much rather have a quiet, obedient Hong Kong than the exciting, vibrant place it used to be. John Simpson, BBC News.